Tuneup? I don't need no stinking tuna fight. Teofimo Lopez says that Vasil Lomachenko, he gonna tune him up. That's the tune-up. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash app, and the Patreon family. We work. Head over to Patreon right now. It's a great way to support the channel. I revamped it, started from scratch, made it real easy, clear, concise. I will be shifting some of the content over to the Patreon family, so make sure you join up or become a YouTube channel member. Those are ways to unlock and get the different perks and tiers and whatnot, you know. So the extended Ego Army family. Great way to support. Another great way to support the channel is to click the link and get the ESPN Plus bundle. That includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one price, $12.99. And there's tons of content. They frequently update it. There's no live events right now, so they put some classic fights up there. Their regular docuseries. Disney catalog is fat. They got a lot of old school TV shows, current movies, you know, all the superhero movies, Avengers and Thor. I actually got to watch the second Thor, but great way to catch up while you're quarantined. Click that link, holla at that link, get the ESPN Plus bundle today, $12.99 per month. Let's get it. Teofimo was on a podcast recently, and he's kind of upset. He basically said Bob Arum approached him and says, I want you to possibly take a fight, not being Lomachenko, next, and do it without a crowd, like, you know, a studio audience fight. And Teofimo's not really feeling that. He says, quote, I spoke with Bob Arum, my father, and we spoke to him a couple of days ago. Pretty much he wants me to fight again without the fans and really hoping I'd say yes to it. I explained to him why I wouldn't because of my health conditions, but I did tell him if everything goes smooth with fighters fighting without the fans and everything going smooth with nobody catching the Rona, then we can talk about maybe us fighting. He does not want the Lomachenko fight to happen with myself without the fans. He does want the fans to be there in attendance. That fight with Loma isn't going to happen until this is all over with, until the Rona dies out and we can bring the fans out and everything like that. That's going to be number one fight he definitely wants already on the radar. He wants to start off with this fight and have it ready. He goes on to say, I'm going to tell you this some ish right now that I know that Loma's being a bitch about. Loma wants to have a tune-up fight. So now Top Rank wants me to have a tune-up fight as well because this guy wants a tune-up fight. It's like F that. You know what I mean? F-U-C-K that. He says, I'm not trying to have a tune-up fight. My tune-up fight is going to be with Lomachenko, and there's no other way around it. Ooh, Teofimo, okay. So he's really confident. Listen, I love fights like this. You know, Mayweather, Canelo, you got this young dog and the experienced veteran who's older, you know, and started really making noise before the other person. And it's going to be the passing the torch, or it's going to be the veteran showing the young boys some tricks. So I love a good fight like that. Great fight. It's a shame that we're not getting it straight away. It looks like there's some complications there. So we'll see what happens. But according to Teofimo, he's saying Lomachenko, he wants a tune-up. He now, with this layoff and stuff, he doesn't want to go straight into a Teofimo fight. And, you know, this is going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. I think Teofimo has a real strong chance. He's very confident. The danger for Lomachenko in this situation, aside from, you got to look at Teofimo. He's not just this mindless brawler. He can box. So you've seen, well, I did a video. So if you've been following me, you would have seen he had a sparring with Ugas, and he was real young, like under 21, sparring with Ugas, who's someone I definitely rate, and he was holding his own. And that's a guy who's a welterweight, and he was much smaller. So Teofimo can box as well. He's bigger than Lomachenko, and he's budding and full of confidence. So he has a ton of confidence, and Lomachenko's going to have to strip that away from him. I really feel Lomachenko, out of a lot of fighters, has had the Gennady Golovkin path, where he got a lot of praise based on his amateur career and his likability, or, you know, what they what they portray him as, I guess, fun-loving guy and all this stuff, and less from guys beating guys that you thought could beat him. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko, a lot of the guys, there's only a couple guys that I think people even thought had the chance to beat him. A couple. You know, it's not like he fought somebody. I can't think of anyone he fought like a Teofimo that has this type of momentum, size, power, speed, power in both hands, ring IQ, these types of things. Charismatic. He has a corner that's going to help back him up and maybe press Lomachenko's buttons. It's just a good fight. But according to Bob Arum, I think Bob Arum just realizes that he feels that he's losing too much money, leaving too much money on the table if he does the studio show. If he does a studio show with no audience, he feels like he's old school, you know? He's been in the game since the 60s, 70s, and he feels, what about all the tickets, concessions, and those types of things? You know, we're leaving all that money behind, so he doesn't want to stage no big fight. It's going to be interesting to see how this pandemic plays out, but bold statement from Teofimo. He feels he's the one and he can knock out Lomachenko, so it's going to be a combustible fight when it happens. Lomachenko, to me, at lightweight, it looks like he's met his match. His fights, overall, he doesn't look the same. His best performance was Anthony Corolla. He was having some issue with Jose Pedraza. You know, he threw everything but the kitchen sink in the 11th round. Couldn't stop Pedraza, where less punches were thrown by Gervonta Tank Davis, and Tank Davis was able to systematically break down Pedraza and hurt him at will. You see what I'm saying? And that's at a lighter division. So I don't know. I just think outside of the Corolla performances, Lomachenko struggled. He got dropped by Jorge Linares. Luke Campbell hurt him. Different things like that. So be interesting to see him against Teofimo for sure. Unfortunately, I don't know when it'll happen, and I don't know under what circumstances it will happen. Audience, no audience, crowd, no crowd. Just depends on how long this lasts. But Teofimo says Loma is looking for a backdoor to, instead of facing him straight away, and he wants to fight Loma straight away. Let me know what you guys think about that. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.